Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today is quite a bit windy as you can hear, but I put the dead cat on the mic, hope it helps mitigating the wind, and that's not gonna stop me from reviewing a new drone from a new company. This is the Mage Pro from OddityRc, and chances are you never heard of this company yet, and that's because they started out in 2021 and focus mainly in the Asian market, and just now with this drone they are facing in the global market. So let's see what do they have to offer. I can't wait to review it, but before I open the box, as always, and show you what's inside, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know if you already know this brand and if you have experience with them. And also, very nice thing today, OddityRc reached out and offered a 12% coupon called Rimzler if you go in the description and you click on the links. Let's open the box and see what's inside. First of all, it's a nice presentation with a little window on the drone below, and this is their social, and if you pull out this tab you get the Mage Pro instructions. Let's remove this tab and you are presented with the drone itself with the accessories below. First of all, there is not a lot of paperwork, stickers and motor direction. You get 2 extra sets, including the other one. It's 3 sets of HQ props, 3-inch 4-bladed. And lastly, you get a lot of extra screws and nuts, including the Gopro mounting one. And that's all for the accessories. You don't get many tools, and everything else is already mounted on your drone. It comes already with the strap installed, the battery pad is installed, the GoPro mount is installed, and pretty much everything is ready to fly. And now is time to talk about specs. And finally, it's time to talk about specs and take a look at this beautiful drone. Just look at the details. I'm gonna talk about them later. First of all, it's 131mm motor to motor, 3-inch, 266 grams as you see it, without battery. It comes with a F7 flight controller with 40 amps, 50 burst ESCs, and they push these white motors you see here. And they are not final, but they are 2004, 2500 kV, and the final ones are gonna come in black. And also look at this detail here. They come with skirts to keep foreign stuff away. This is amazing. I mean, it's such a nice refinement to put, because I always get screws and metallic particles sucked into the stator. The carbon fiber feels very smooth to the touch, it's very nice, and should be very durable because it's high strength Toray carbon fiber. The camera mount is made of aluminum 7075 alloy. Actually, they told me it's very resistant. Anodized green and black, looks very nice. You have aluminum here on the battery strap holders and aluminum down here, and this is a heatsink for your O3 camera. There is thermal goop down here, so your O3 should not overheat while sitting. This drone has a lot of 3D printed parts in TPU. This is the GoPro mount, and it has the recess for the nut, which is amazing. It doesn't slip when you're putting it on. This is the XC60 holder, very nice, so the XC60 doesn't go around. And also the camera assembly has a TPU inside, so the camera should not have jello. One thing I was noticing, this is the maximum camera angle, as you can see, because then it hits this standoff up here. I wish it had a little bit more, but 25 degrees is fine for a drone this category, because this is a Cinewhoop. It's made to fly level, probably can acro, but it's mostly for level work. Talking about the frame, the USB-C has been moved from the flight controller to here, and also this is a high-strength plastic frame. They designed it aerodynamically to improve flight and reduce noise, which I love. I can't wait to test this drone and see if it's true or not. And also, it's easy to access. You see the USB-C port with the SD card slot, because they made a hole. And that's all for the specs. Now I'm gonna bind it, hope it doesn't rain, and we are gonna fly it. Let's go. And boom, it's finally bound and ready to fly. And actually, cool story, it took me a day to make it work, because it's running a development version of Betaflight 4.5. This drone will be out in like 3 weeks, so still there is time before Betaflight 3.5 comes out. And usually you can change receiver just going in the menu and changing it. Here on Betaflight 4.5, I don't know why you have to refresh the whole firmware for that appropriate receiver. So I switched from Express LRS to S-Bus, and I had to refresh everything. I didn't know that, but now it's working. And I'm gonna test it with a 1300 milliamps 6S battery. Actually, they recommend between 800, 1100, something like that. But these are the only ones with the long enough cable that I can plug in, and I don't think it will make that much of a difference. Yes, they are a little bit heavier, but they fit very nicely in here, like it looks like it's made for them. And also I very much like the longitudinal battery system, so you can slide them around a little bit and find the center of gravity every time. This is amazing. I hate when they put the battery horizontally like this. As you can see, the drone is pretty stable with the wind as well. I don't want to hit my face with this bigger drone, but yeah, it's stable. And there is quite a bit of wind, as you can hear. And we are also in angle. Okay, I guess angle is fine. Let's put it in acro. And push. Well, a little bit of vibration you can see, but it's nothing. You see, in the horizon, the least amount of vibration. Remember, it's a 3-inch. My first time flying as well. This is testing it. Okay, dives. Oh, okay. Okay, I mean, it's a cine whoop. Wow, wind, diving, it went a little bit crazy. Let's try power looping here, doing a split test, and see if he likes that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it goes. And the battery is oversized maybe for this drone, but seems like it pushes. Sounds a bit like the Avata, doesn't it? Maybe it's quite more silent than the Avata. Yeah, someone is burning something down there. Okay, let's not lose focus. Battery is fine. We are at 3 minutes of flying, pushing a cine whoop. I mean, for cine whoop stuff, it looks pretty nice. You can also pull. Let's try diving again, maybe here, over the field, this field. So if it falls, I can recover it. But it should not fall. Okay, imagine you are diving, and it does that pretty nicely. And if you apply throttle correctly, it doesn't go crazy. Before there was just too much wind, maybe. Oh. Okay, it doesn't like that too much. And yeah, as I was saying, it's very similar to the Avata in that department as well. This kind of duct is nice, but it's not amazing for acro. And probably this is not the kind of drone you should use for acro. This is a carrying drone. You want to carry a full GoPro, a Osmo Pocket 3, which I will get soon. I will probably put that on this drone, because for indoors and light cinematics outdoors is not bad. Okay, yeah, 4 minutes of flying. Of course, it's a 1300 milliamps battery, which is kind of big. Let's try that again. Okay, yeah. If you apply throttle gently, it works. I am at 25-degree angle. Oh. Yeah, I mean, sometimes. Oh. The battery starts to sag a little bit, or maybe I'm just bad at flying. Also, yeah, the wind is quite pushing right now. Yeah, all excuses. I'm just bad at flying, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't wanna. And this is your maximum camera angle, as you can see. It's enough, but I would have liked to have a little bit more. You know, sometimes we have to push against the wind. Like 5-10 degrees more would have been perfect. It's not bad, but it could be better. I guess you can agree with me. But it's enough that I have to fly in acro to land, because I don't see where I'm going. Okay, battery is kind of depleted. 6 minutes. Seems like it's kind of efficient as well. Opinions on the first flight. So this drone looks like flies very good for what it is. It's a 3-inch cine whoop, so don't expect it to do miracles. It can acro sometimes. If you're not very smooth with your controls, it just goes crazy. And it took also a small hit on the gravel down there, and there are no scratches. I just wiped it off with my finger. The ducts basically compressed, and the propeller hit the ducts, as you can see, but nothing crazy. The drone still flies amazing. And yeah, it sounds nice. It's not super loud. The duct seems to work. It's also quite efficient, and it's efficient as a cine whoop. So if you start again acroing, this duct are a con. If you're flying slow and steady, I mean, I did 6 minutes flying acro. Imagine just flying low and stable. It's super, super, super mild, and that's what you need to do with this drone. Now I'm gonna put the GoPro on it, really, really load it, and see how it goes. So far, the motors have been very, very cool, and like they didn't care at all. Not bad. And boom, 630 grams of weight. Full GoPro, big battery on a 3-inch. It's a lot to carry, and this is really the ultimate stress test in my opinion, because what can you do more than this? Maybe there are people who can, of course. I don't want to doubt that, but this is pretty much pushing this drone, and if it flies good, very nice. Also, I lowered the camera angle a little bit. I put it at like 10 degrees, 15. So I was seeing a little bit of duct before, I believe. So I want to be sure, and I just lowered it a bit. Let's fly. So it's carrying a lot. It's making noise. Oh my God. It's making noise, but it's not that bad actually. I expected much worse. For being 630 grams, it's not bad at all. It makes much less noise than the Avata, incredibly, with 200 grams more, and not bad. Oh, look at the smoke. We're gonna look at it in a moment. If you look at the bottom corners of the O3 camera, you will see some ducts, and I wish they were not there, but it's not very bad because that goes away with the stabilization. And also I'm in 4/3, so it's full height of the sensor. Let's put it in acro. Oh, whoa, what happened? I was pushing forward too much. Yeah, doesn't look bad. You can see a little bit of smoke. Okay, let's try acroing now. You know what? It looks like it acros better with the GoPro because it adds inertia, so it doesn't go crazy. Also, I don't want to really crash with the GoPro. Too expensive to crash. But yeah, I mean, there is still wind, you can see from the smoke, and it looks like it's better. Of course, it's much tamer with the GoPro. Oh, I was just talking. Yeah, so, no. You still have to be very precise if you want to acro. If you don't want to acro, it's perfect. If you want to acro, it misses sometimes. But yeah, for cine whooping. Oh, look at those mosquitoes. Remember, 630 grams on a 3-inch, and it still flies. Oh, still flies. I mean, it's still nimble. I'm just scared it can do something that I don't want to see, but you see, it has power. It grabs. It doesn't feel like what it is, you know. Not bad. I mean, the motors are big, the propellers are torquey, and yeah, they grip. Battery life, not bad. There is a mosquito biting my arm. I have to. Okay. So I was saying the battery life is not bad considering what it's doing. If you fly, you know, cine whoop style, maybe put it in angle, and still the camera angle is a little bit high. You see? Fly slow and steady. You probably can do 6 minutes. This is a good drone probably for real estate. If you want to carry kind of a bigger camera, full GoPro, and it's smaller than 3.5 inches. If you don't need to acro, if you need to fly indoors with a big camera, maybe this is a very, very good option you have. If you want a Cinehoop to do real acro and fly outdoors, maybe a 3.5 inches is still a better option. Okay, battery is getting low. I need to put some expo as well, but I just finished flying. I'm touching the motors out of curiosity and they don't care. They are the same temperature as my fingertips. It's crazy. Time for my final opinion on the OddityRc Mage Pro. First of all, what I have in my hand is a test pilot unit, so things will change once it gets released in 3 weeks. Like the motors will be black, and if they are the same or even better, it's incredible because the motors already are a good part of this drone. They don't care. I will try to give OddityRc some feedback about, for example, the camera mount. I have a little bit of adjustment I can ask. And maybe they can improve the PID. So stay tuned and let's see what happens once they release it. Let's start with the pros. First of all, the ducts, the propellers and the motors are very good matched. Like, it adds efficiency, less noise and stability when you have to fly level. And for example, if you fly indoors or if you fly mild outdoors and you don't have to do crazy acro maneuvers, this is amazing and will give you quite a bit more battery life. The motors don't strain too much and it can carry a lot. So very nice. Another pro, the construction quality is amazing. The ducts feel very nice, like the DJI ones, the Avata ones, they feel the same, if you have an idea. And these aluminum parts are very nicely crafted. I love the accents, the green accents. The heatsink, it works. Yesterday I was trying to connect the O3 with my radio and I forgot it on. I went upstairs for like 15 minutes and really it didn't overheat. It was still on when I came down. Of course, I smell a little bit of burning from the O3. It was scorching hot, but still it was on. So maybe if you fly in a very hot climate, this can really help not overheat your O3. Anyways, a full O3, not naked one, doesn't usually overheat when you're flying, but you never know. Heatsink is very nice. Also the motor pans, I really like them. I never seen them on a Cinehoop before and it's a pretty good idea and a nice refinement. Another thing I never talk about is how good they open up. This has 4 screws and it comes apart like a sandwich. It's crazy. This O3 comes down and the flight controller comes up. You disconnect and you have access to everything. Super fast. I love it. Usually you have to disassemble the whole drone and it takes half a day. This, they designed it very nicely, I have to say. Now talking about cons/suggestions. First of all, the ducts are a pro if you have to fly slow and steady. If you start acroing, this starts giving you some washouts. And I believe it can be fixed probably with a little bit more tuning. And the tuning is nice, it flies smooth and it's stable. But I want a drone to be able to do everything. And let's see if they can improve that. If they improve it and give me another PID tuning to load on this drone and it fixes the issue, I'm gonna do another video showing you flying acro amazingly. Because probably can do that. Another suggestion I have is about the camera assembly. It doesn't have major issues. It works fine, and if you fly normally, it doesn't show jello. But for me, it has 3 minor issues at the moment. Jello at full throttle, a little bit of vibration. Nothing crazy, but it can be fixed probably. Second, the camera doesn't swivel more than 25 degrees. I would like to see 35. And 25 is plenty and it's fine for what this is. But of course, if you can do more, why not? And lastly, you see a little bit of the ducts in view when you are at lower angles. And I believe all 3 of these issues can be fixed by just redesigning this 3D printed TPU part that holds the camera inside. And with a little adjustment, there is space to move the camera a little bit forward and down. So first of all, you don't see the ducts. Second, you can swivel a little bit higher. And about the jello, probably making it looser could fix it. So I believe these 3 problems are fixable without much effort by the company at all. Maybe your camera will be a little bit less protected, of course, if you push it forward, but solving 3 issues with 1 redesign is not bad. So if you're looking to carry a full GoPro indoors and outdoors with very mild acro, this is amazing. For example, you're doing real estate, solid option. The ducks make it more efficient, more stable, and also a little bit more silent, which really helps. Being a 3-inch is not super wide, it's not super tall, it's solid. For people who want to do acro, I hope they improve the pit tuning in 3 weeks and also improve the camera angle a little bit so you can go a little bit higher. And then this drone, it's amazing, really. So far, it's amazing for real estate, but I wish it can be amazing for all use case and be a very, very rounded Cinewhoop. But let's see what happens. And as always, remember to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Let me know what you think about the drone, the brand, and remember the company is watching and waiting for feedback. So they want to make the best product, and if you have any suggestion, it's very, very well accepted. And also, if you want to buy something from their website, remember, code Rimzler gets you 10% off. Stay safe and happy flying. Bye!